Yeah. Oh, we're on.
Oh,
That was
there it
quick.
is.
Yeah. Don
Let's see,
Hall
let's
got me these little guys.
What is it?
It's like so it doesn't like
Oh
your
wow.
baby hairs. It doesn't mess up your hairstyle.
What the heck?
Yeah, she got them from Japan and gave them to me.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Hey Janelle.
Oh. Hi.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, they're cute. You never seen that? Although I don't think I'm doing it right. Hold on a second.
Wait. Weren't you gonna go get tissues?
Oh, I got that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really go all the way.
That's okay.
Oh, hi Lee. Yes, Eddie.
10 a.m. gang.
Yeah, seriously.
Good morning.
All we're doing is talking about Euphoria, BT dubs, but we
Yeah.
won't do that. No spoilers. Don't worry. Oh, Esther, aren't you on the
aren't you on
plane?
the plane? Yeah.
Hi guys. We're so stoked to have you. I know that we didn't give like a lot of information on this table talk. We just were just like, it's happening.
I don't think we had a ton of information.
No, I think that we're just going with it. I think that this month has been like a little crazy, and we'll talk about that, although it's a brand new month. So we didn't like come up with a whole schedule, but we will do that, and we'll be much more strategic.
It doesn't
coming
feel
up.
like a brand new month, I would tell you.
No.
It feels like it's just been like 3 long months all in,
Yeah.
wrapped into one.
It's just going day by day.
Just going.
But of course, welcome to Table Talk this Monday. Oh, she is. She's on a plane. This is, like we said, always every month or every week. Oh, wow. Buckle up. That this is a space for us to kind of grow as a community of humans and artists, and to have a positive space just to chat and be aware of what's going on in our world and talk about our challenges and successes in a space that's safe and also that makes us feel good, because in today's cancel culture that's harder and harder to find. So I think that I was talking to Ten, and there's a few things that I want to talk about. I want her to feel free to talk about whatever she wants, and of course you guys are just as much a part of this conversation, so whatever you want to talk about. But we figured that this would just be like a top of mind, like what's happening in the world today, kind of a table talk, so that you guys feel looped in, and feel like you can really hit the ground running and like make this new start to a month feel like a new fresh start. Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of unknown right now. Especially I think in your world, there's a lot of, I think, uncertainty and
There's
rumors.
a lot of rumors.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to kind of clear the air and let you guys know what's happening with us, and
Yeah, we'll try to be I always try, what are we talking about? We will be as transparent as we can. But before we get into like what's going on, I was listening to a podcast this weekend. If you guys haven't listened to Getting Curious with Jonathan Van Ness, you definitely should. Also, we're all inspired by Euphoria. All of our makeups have become Euphoria makeups, and that's what's happening today. So
always and forever.
that's the new life that we live in. Or we can say it's Art Deco.
It is Art Deco.
You know, like we're updating. So I was listening to Jonathan Van Ness's.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
True. Secrets don't make friends. That is true. That's why we are not keeping them. But he was doing a podcast on like something that I really like question all the time, and I bring up a lot, especially within the training room, because it's like a reflective space, and it's this idea where like it doesn't matter how many positive things you hear, that one negative really like it sticks with you. Or like everything can be great, but then one thing happens and it sticks with you. Or even like I notice like I take like everything personally, and like I'll be online and like the second I know someone and they do like a cryptic post on their stories, I'm like, that's about me. It's about me. They hate me. I don't know what I did. Should I reach out to them? Like we like spend all this time focusing on things that don't matter. And I didn't know, I know that a lot of us go through that, but I didn't know if there was any like scientific backing, because as we all know, did not go to ITT Tech, and so I didn't ever learn that. And so he was saying, you know, like when he was a hairstylist, he would do like a ton of haircuts or whatever, and people would leave feeling so great, but the one person that was like, my fringe is weird, he would like really focus there, and it would be this whole thing. And so what he was talking with this expert, and I think that she like studies the mechanics of like how your brain works with your emotions, and like how to like retrain your brain, because everything that you do is a choice, because you can actively train your brain. And what she was saying is that naturally our body is conditioned to be positive. All of our cells are positive. Everything is in the space of like, you're great, things are awesome. And that's that's our survival mechanism, so that we want to like wake up and do our thing. So like everything comes from a positive space. So when we hear something negative, it's abnormal to us naturally. So it causes us to focus on it because it's not from our natural space. And the more that you focus on those unnatural negative things, you can actually cause yourself brain damage in your ability to get back into your space of being in your positive, wonderful world where you just think that you're the shit, you know?
I wonder if that's why it's really hard for me to do math in my head. All the damage of
all the
negative
negativity.
thoughts.
Look at, maybe we just did that. There it is.
No, that's interesting though. I never really well, that's never crossed my mind ever before. But
I just didn't know if it was like a real thing.
Yeah.
And so the idea is that your thoughts can turn into something bigger, but you have choices in how you deal with it that can either take it one direction or another. And the more time that we spend worrying about things, like if we're on social media and everyone's saying how amazing you look, but then one person's like, you have caterpillar eyebrows, and then someone like talks about this and another person talks about this, like, and it becomes this whole thing. It puts you in a space that is not good for who you naturally are inside. And so you need to make the choice of like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah.
And she also said that like, if you're trying to figure out someone's negativity or why they said that, it's really difficult because we all wear our own glasses of experience. So we walk through the world experiencing new things, but we take our life experiences and things we've been through and we wear those like sunglasses, and that's what we see things through. So you'll never be coming from the same space as somebody else because they have their own sunglasses on. So I don't know, just some food. Math is hard, true. Just some food for thought, because I think that when I heard that, I'm like, man, naturally I'm a positive being, and I allow myself to get into that dark place, and I can allow myself to get out of it, and it's actually better for me to be there. But easier said than done.
I am actually just having like a big self-reflection moment right now.
You like to
It makes so much sense.
Like, what?
It's so true, because I, like, those of you that don't know me, I am a little bit of a people pleaser. Like, I am a yes man. I'm somebody who, like, I like to have the answers or to
do the thing that someone needs you to do.
Yeah, and in order for them to have like that acceptance from people, and I don't know, it's just very interesting for me to like think about. And
Yeah, something to think about. And granted, I really like paraphrased all of that. I would definitely
you paraphrased it beautifully. Never paraphrase anything like that.
I would definitely listen to the podcast for multitudes of things, but that was a more recent topic that they dealt with, and it was really, really interesting how it related to our life and like a thought process that I have quite a bit. But there's so many great things on there, and the thing that I love about Jonathan is that he's actually like, I think that when someone's a little over the top and like is always like, yes honey, yes, like people don't equate that with intelligence. But he's a very intellectual, intelligent person that has fun in his vernacular. And because of that, like, I think that when I listen to him, I hear how much he reads up, and I hear how genuinely curious he is to dig deeper and really understand the ins and outs of a topic, and it makes me want to do the same with topics.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think both of us are in different ways, but I'm very much like that too, where I obsess over things. Like, I will get so into something where I do all of the research. You can ask Esther. She went through my YouTube searches once. It was very interesting. But I get so into things, and I want to know absolutely everything about them until I find something else that kind of like piques my interest.
Yeah. Danny's saying, yes, mamita fashion. I will say, one time we went to the Boiling Crab, and there was this little girl who was taking pictures and she was doing all these poses and Danny was literally screaming across the room, "Yes, mamita! Fashion!" It was the best day of my life.
Oh, Daddy.
Yeah. He's one of them. He's definitely one. Yes, liquid. Okay, so wait, you just started using liquid dazzle shadows? That's crazy to me. My favorite, I'm honestly just using them as a glitter base. What I wanted to do was do something kind of transparent in the background, and I used to use this stuff all the time.
Yeah, you
this
did.
like
I remember
iridescent, like I saw this at Michael's one day and I was like, I need to put that on my face somehow. Like I wish that this whole thing could be my skin. And so I would play with liners and stuff, and then I just kind of fell off the wagon with it. But I was watching, of course, Euphoria, and Jules last night had this whole like thing, and I was like, that was my old life. Like, let's do this again. But I wanted to create like some texture and stuff before I put this in whatever shape I want to use. I love that you didn't have a good experience though with the product. I don't love that you didn't have a good experience. I wish you had a great experience, but I love that you didn't have a good experience and now you want to try it again. With liquid dazzle shadows.
Oh, okay.
So I find that I really enjoy them in sheer layers, and I like the ones that are like this, like this, like
That are more
like clear and like sparkly. For glitter application, I like the ones that are more opaque for just like a cream shadow that dries fast. So I typically I like to use the wand, buff it out, and then like press my glitter on top, and I find that this gives a base, like a bit of reflection and little baby sparkles behind the glitter that I put on top of it. So I really, really enjoy it.
And it's not as like intensely sparkly as like a glitter, so it really acts almost like background noise for that glitter to be able to stand out. Because I find that if it's too sparkly, sometimes those big particles can't really stand out. They can't really have their moment.
True. I'm really enjoying where this is going.
Thanks.
It looks good. I don't know if you saw, but yesterday on Instagram, or maybe it was posted before, but it came on my feed yesterday. Pat McGrath just did a makeup that was like these giant, it was like a full blue eye that like winged out twice, and it was covered in blue, like almost rainbow glitter, and then like blue rhinestones on the inside. I saved it. It's freaking
Honestly, the
stunning.
videos that she posts are, I don't know how they do it.
I know.
I need those apps. I need that.
I just need to care about things a little bit more. I think that that's really what it is. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Right? I can see. I think that me, you, and Esther should do that in red, white, and blue.
So
And
pretty.
It's
Get
this.
out of here.
This. I'm so sorry, glare. Not her. She's okay, but she's not as cool and
Look at her.
funky fresh as that one. Hell yeah.
I'm having a Maddie moment at winter formal.
Heck yeah.
She had a
Was it winter
black-
formal or was it prom?
It was winter formal because I saw Jules was texting her friend Anna and it said I'm at work.
Wow, you really pay attention to that
yeah,
show.
Sure did.
I love it. But I agree. I wish that I wish we had more colors similar to the Reflex. I think that same girl, same. I think that Reflex are such an amazing product that we make because they are such a small particle of glitter, like smaller than anything else out there, but also three-dimensional, and that's rare for a glitter. Typically a glitter is two-sided, and it's like a piece of foil almost, where both sides have the same color, but with Reflex you get all different things happening, and maybe it's the same color on all three sides, but it allows it to twinkle in a different way. And so like I love colors like Reflex Red because it gives you the warmth of gold, but then it has red in it so that it creates this very warm skin-like golden tone. But I will tell you that in looking through, like when we order things for the facility, we see how much things cost to manufacture, and Reflex glitters
So expensive.
are so expensive. So expensive to make. So I think that it's really difficult to create them in very large quantities because of the cost of how much they are. And so I think that's why they stay pro, because I agree. I think that like Reflex Pearl and Reflex Gold would be amazing everywhere. I just don't know if we can do it.
Lavender? No. Right?
No.
What is
Transparent pink, transparent teal, there's blue. Blue looks like lavender.
It does a little bit.
There used to be antique gold, which was the most beautiful thing.
Oh,
There's
antique gold.
heritage
Antique gold is like
black and
Vegas
red.
for me.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my
It
whole
is
life.
Vegas.
I would love like a diamond crumbles, but in a green. Oh my gosh, and with all those new green shadows, I mean, like, we need more greens now in all things. Danny says that you're certified.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Mommy.
I mean, it looks
Mommy
better
for
on camera
fashion.
than it is in person. It's a little...
I know, Reflex Pearl, like, there have been literal days where I have been like, okay, Esther, I have an idea for update today. And where I would come in, like, with just, like, my prime look, no lip, and I would have her blow I did Reflex Gold and she did Reflex Pearl all over our face, and then I'd put a dark matte lip on so there was contrast. Oh my god, I wish that could be my foundation.
You were Edward Cullen in that moment.
You know, I heard enough about the Cullen string update.
I mentioned the Cullen's a lot of update.
I don't know why it has to come up every single day, but you know, whatevs. Okay, so continue asking your questions or talking
Yes,
about
those
glitter, because
questions.
we enjoy talking glitter.
Reflex Pearl was actually the first glitter that I ever bought. MAC glitter.
Really?
Yeah. And I still have it. The
Yeah,
one.
the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what my first glitter was. There was turquoise glitter.
What?
It was, well, even like teal pigment's gone, but it was like a very tealy pigment. It was like equal parts green and like high def cyan in a glitter. It's stunning. And like cerulean and blue don't do that now. They're much more on the blue side of things. I think that might have been my first one, because I'm just so, being a Pisces, those colors really do
Does
get
anybody
me.
have, what is it called? Crystallized orange glitter? Do you have that?
Yeah, I have all the crystallized. I have crystallized yellow, crystallized lime, crystallized orange, crystallized pink, which looks like Lisa Frank in a frickin' bottle. But I wasn't around when those existed. I stole
Me
them from the
neither.
facility.
Me neither. So if anybody has them.
I have them, but I don't know what was said. Oh, Alicia just had her spirit crush. That face was awesome. I don't know what I did. Both of us, we do a lot of emoting, which can get us in trouble.
You know what though? I feel like a lot of the time my facial expressions don't really match how I'm feeling on the inside.
That's alarming.
Like,
But what?
I don't know why. Like sometimes people will be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm perfectly fine." But
Meanwhile, you're like, I don't know if that's
It's
really what you do.
interesting.
Yeah, I love that this is just gonna be the Reflex table talk. Like, it's what
let's talk about glitter.
Isabel's saying, like, Reflex Pearl is perfect on top of anything because it makes
Yeah,
it look
sure
wet. Like, I feel like that's why the original pressed pigments were so amazing, because they looked almost like there was Reflex Pearl in them. Like, they were so sheer. Actually, there's one color in the pony part. The what? In a collaboration we're doing, that palette, that I like that you're looking at me kind of not to crease.
I'm trying not to crease, so.
But like there's a eyeshadow in there that's really sheer with a little bit of sparkle, and I find
Yeah, I know
that
what you-
reminds me a lot of it.
Pressed pigments. What is it?
Oh, Danny said I have a full jar of old school antique gold, and he'll be nice and share. Someone go hit him up. I could be having an amazing day and my face could look like I was crying for the past 3 months. Nice. Oh, the foiled shadows from Fairy Whispers. Yeah, all those. Oh, they're so good. I feel like they were all like ways to try to like give us Reflex or like glitter in an easy way to use it.
So
Okay.
you were on the table talk where me and Esther did like a Q&A. So I'm kind of curious to know, like, if you could bring any one discontinued product back, what would it be? It's hard. Gotcha.
Honestly, probably like the mineral shadows from Style Black. The Cinderfella, Young Punk, Smutty Green, all of those, like, I loved them because they gave a blackened base with almost like the smallest particle of glitter color. So you would have like a black base with a green sparkle. And the way that
Do you
it
feel like they
sparkled-
changed? Because some of those stuck around for a while.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they changed over time?
I don't know. I like still have 3 Cinderfellas in my drawer because I can't get rid of them, because I just find that under light, like it's so beautiful, and they press on so well. And like I remember when we did Heirloom Mix, the industry event, and it was literally like it was just glitter on the eye, blackened glitter all over, and that was one of the bases that I used, and that's when I like really fell in love with them because of the way that it looked. I feel like things are happening on here.
Whoa.
Do we have any insiders about maybe a shade stick comeback? Nah, bro. Nuh-uh. Foxy Lady Eye Kohl, that was a good one. I had an old one, and I would open it and it would just like crumble because I think like it wasn't a stable product. It was one that actually did like expire. Oh, so good. I love it. Carlton really wants Foxy Lady to come back. Were you ever around for that?
No.
It was a red eye kohl. Like a blackened red eye kohl.
Oh, yeah.
Prep and Prime highlighting pen, true girl. Oh my gosh, we talk about this all the time. Like the flesh tone colors of Prep and Prime highlighting pen, and like I remember we were at a round table and they were like talking about them going into like the next to nothing category, and then next to nothing happened. So I don't know. Danny still has those.
These two sides look very different.
Luna cream color base. Heck yeah, I think this still at Pro
I'm like, yeah.
or
that's
in
not
Max
bad, is
stores.
it?
David's and lip lacquers. Oh yes.
yeah.
There was one like chrome glass. I wasn't around for it, but Erica Brandon gave me one, and it's like light. It's almost like if Angel had a silver chrome in it. So it just like is so shiny. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Lip lacquers were like the gloss that I always wanted, but I just couldn't afford.
I'm sorry
Didn't
about
happen.
that.
I just go into the counters and put it on and walk out. Walk around the mall that way.
Select cover-up concealers, paint pots, grease paint sticks,
Oh yeah, a lot of things.
complete comfort cream, prolong wear lip colors. Ooh, even prolong wear glosses. I feel like those would like work so well. There's just so many things that were like here but ahead of its time. Like honestly, even Hyperreal Effects. I love Hyperreal Effects. I wear them almost every single day, and I feel like it was just a packaging issue that like customers didn't know how to like
We just
get
needed
on
a
board.
little dropper or something.
Honestly, original Warm Soul blush and all the like limited edition mineralized skin finishes, those were my jam.
Oh well, you listened to or watched Samantha on YouTube.
Oh,
Those of you
yeah.
that watch Samantha, she is just like that was her entire life, and Mac really crushed her heart. once
Well,
they changed
everybody
it.
crushes her heart.
Yeah, that's true.
All she ever does is do videos about everything that she loves that was discontinued. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna be
Okay,
the right
these
shape.
two
I'm
sides-
just eyeballing
These
this.
two sides look very different, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll make things work.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
blonde skin. Honestly, the blonde brunette redhead collection was just so stunning. It was amazing. Prolong wear powder. Oh, see, it's so funny because I'd be like, bye, keep it.
So like sheer pressed powder.
Like I don't really like all that stuff. I'm like whatevs, but there's like those minerals. Like I still like Comfort Mineralized Skin Finish Natural because it was like a shimmery bronzer. I mean any bronze. We just need more bronzers always. People are loving your eyeliner.
Thanks, guys.
Um,
I mean, it looks a little different on both ends, and it looks very different in person, but it's okay. It's fine.
you're an artist, 10.
Yeah,
It's meant to be that way.
it's supposed to be messy.
Yeah. That's what we can always say. I cut these out. I don't know if they're gonna fit. I kind of wanna. Okay, I'm gonna just try one. We'll just see. It may. My eyes aren't the same shape, so this. I like literally like folded this paper and cut a shape out, so that it's the same shape but different shaped eyes. So who knows what's gonna happen? It's very modern and Art Deco.
And then I cut up some stars.
Oh, Delicate Studio Sculpt Bronzer. Everyone wants Delicate. People write that on training evaluations all the time, and we talk about it. So I just think that we need like bronzers year-round that aren't orange because we live, especially in California, like we always are in bronzing season.
I mean, matte bronze. That's my jam.
Is it really?
But it can be a little dark on a lot of people. Yeah, I love matte bronze.
See,
I mean, you know, I go through phases right now. NW42 Studio Smooth Wear Concealer is like my go-to bronzer contour moment, but matte bronze forever.
I really enjoy the. Oh, I can't. I feel like I can't. I enjoy the new face product that's coming out. As well as I actually like Pro Longwear concealer. I've been using Pro Longwear concealer in NC45 a lot for like a cream bronzer. But yeah, I'm a cream, like, oh my gosh, Studio Quick Trick sticks. Like, I hated them when they were out, and now I freaking love them. Okay, I am so happy. Like, I love when we geek out about product. I think as artists, that's all we freaking do. But I do want to talk about, like, what is going on in training, or like we're really, instead of just calling it training, now we're really under the umbrella of education. So you have to think about like our new title is Regional Education Trainer, because it's about merging the idea of training somebody and coaching them, but providing education on the same end of the spectrum. And I don't know, I hear all the rumors out there like training is done, or like that, you know, like we're never gonna see you guys. I don't even know. There's just, I think that when people aren't sure what's going on, they'll hear something and they'll come up with this idea, and then that spreads, and just like the rumor mill like really goes in a crazy direction. And we do it too. Like when we don't know answers, we have this whole idea of what happens, and it's never what we think it is.
Those negative
Carlton, I
thoughts
freaking
start to
love
kick
you.
in.
Soothing beige lip conditioner. Don't you have one of those in your bathroom, Danny? I feel like there's one in your bamboo box. So we need more training and more often. I agree. I think that we just need fuel to keep us inspired and investment going. But I think here's the deal. Like, so training has evolved, and really, as of right now, you're kind of looking at your Orange County training team.
Hi, that's us.
It's the two of us right now with, you know, the ability for growth, of course. But what's amazing is that we have merged, and now our education market is the South Pacific. And so we have merged with the amazing regional education trainers that were formerly the Southwest. So Danny and Pawnee, Christine and Robert are all a part of this giant family. And then we have amazing Rebecca in Hawaii. Am I missing anyone? I think
that's it.
that's where it is. But the idea is that, I see you, Carlton. I see you. I know what those mean. But what's nice is that prior to this time frame, training and sales were directly connected regionally. So the Fed and the RMAT worked together. And so a lot of times training would react to sales. So what was happening in sales, wherever, like, not even just like sales like promos, but which we did, but like even like if sales were down or a certain mix of business was down, we immediately went into like recon mode and reacted to that, which is fine. But by separating us and allowing us to be in our own field, like our own
be our own entity.
Yeah, in the own tube of communication, we get to create training that then everyone can, like, that people can react to. So like in Update, we get everybody on board, and then we can move forward in a way that's consistent, but that is not necessarily muddied by anything else. And so the goal moving forward is to really make sure that we are stimulating your learning styles in a plethora of ways. And that's why it's not just in store, although we will be in store, mostly within top 25 doors. So if you're in a top 25 door, that's where you'll really see us. But through core trainings like Update or basic training or workshops, which we're going to be working on, and things like that, or in digital content. So we're going to be filtering a lot of those, but we want to, it's going to be a whole new process. Yes, we said South Pacific. I feel like we're going to all start wearing like Hawaiian shirts every day to work. But we're really excited because there is a freedom that is involved in this new change for us to really think about, what do our people need? What do our people need, and how do we provide that in the best way necessary? But I think we also have to remember that because right now it's maybe two of us for our general population, like, we might have to do things creatively because the training of the past is not the training of today. And so how do I help you with things that are challenging for you, or that you're doing really well when maybe I'm not standing right next to you? What does that look like? How do I help you build on product knowledge by you investing in yourself on the digital PKM, but also me maybe creating something for you that your manager can do at a morning meeting, or we can do in a webinar, or I can do over in a conversation with you over the phone or in store. Like there's, I think, a lot of ways for us to move, but honestly, it's a very, very exciting time because we're at ground zero of a complete change.
Yeah.
And that can feel really scary and like not know where things are, but there's also, I think all of us are very positive and have a lot of hope that like we get to be the trainers that we want you guys to be proud of, and that we want to, you know, like, we want to blow it up.
What I think is just like all of the things that we used to love about training, even for myself back when I was an artist, when I would think of trainers and think of the things that they did and how they brought inspiration, that kind of got lost a little bit over the past.
Well, because the
year,
old
you
doesn't
know?
exist.
Uh-huh.
And that's the thing. I think that we always look back and be like, oh, remember when, but that's not now anymore. And I think that there's a comfort level there, but I think that we are constantly chasing how things used to feel instead of thinking about how do we make it even greater.
Yeah, but I think we are going to be able to like tap into those things that we had before, but like you said, in different ways.
Totally. I think that there's, like, the world is truly our oyster in a way that it's never been before. So I think that that's really exciting. And I even think that that's going to stimulate, like, a lot of growth opportunities within the field, within this education platform. I think that when you strip things back and start anew, you see areas where maybe there needs to be something that never existed before. So maybe there will be the creation of like new job descriptions that's never existed because we're in a new space. Maybe it will create a lot of different things. So I don't know. I think that it's a really exciting time. I'm so confused. So the top stores are going to be the ones that see you more in store. It's always been that way. The focus within our business is with top 25 doors, and it has been for a long time. Our focus when we're in store is to bring training on the floor. So if there's training needs in your store, then that's top priority, and for certifications. But when it comes to like supporting, like we need to affect the stores that when they sneeze, the rest of the region gets a cold. The ones that really, really are heavy hitters for us, because we can see the most impact immediately within our training sometimes there. But that doesn't mean that other stores won't see us. Like I think that it's not a black and white world that we live in. It's very gray. So it's always been the focus of our business is in top 25. So it just is continuing. I gotta put this on before it dries.
Okay.
And I don't even know if this is gonna work, so let's see how I'm gonna do this.
Did I mention that I chopped up stars? I don't know if I did.
No.
I chopped up some of the glitter stars because I have these little itty bitty eyes. I have this small area to work with, so I can't just go in there with big old stars and it look good. So chop those up, and I'm just kind of sticking them on with a little nail daughter. Oh my god, yeah. How pretty is that?
I can't open my eye all the way though.
It's okay, I can't either, and I have eyeliner on. Let's see.
I should have made these a little bit bigger, but you know what? It's fine. It throws off. Look at the shape of my eye has completely changed. My eye looks so much smaller now because I've cut out my crease completely, so my eye is really flat. But you know, it's all learning. So does this mean that we'll be visiting stores in LA or still only OC? The opportunity to visit all stores within the South Pacific is there. We definitely will be servicing those doors. So a big priority of ours is certification. So all new artists are supposed to be certified to basic retail skills within 3 months of leaving basic training. So that will allow us to go into a lot of different spaces. But when we say that we don't have a training priority other than maybe following up on update or doing something like that isn't necessarily tethered to an artist in one store, that's when we'll be going to the larger volume doors. And there are larger volume doors within both markets that we all can go to. I will say a lot of those doors exist within really I mean, San Diego and like the IE. But we'll be all over. So it does allow you to have trainers that maybe you only ever saw in LA be down here, all the way to San Diego, or us to go up a little bit higher than we've ever been. Like even the other day, I got to go to Del Amo. I've never been to Del Amo in my whole life. It was amazing.
And when I think about our training team now, it's so diverse and we
Yeah.
all bring such different things to the table. So I'm actually really excited for you guys to be able to experience different people and maybe someone that you will connect with on a different level than Alicia and I. You know, they might be able to bring something that we are like either missing or, you know, something
Yeah.
you wouldn't necessarily come to us to. So I think it's going to be good. I think you guys have, if anything, you have just like everyone at your
Yeah.
disposal now. It's not just us.
And what's cool is now there's like a West Coast kind of area for us to build education that's even going to be on a bigger platform. So like Esther is going to be really working on creating digital content, and prior the hub was in New York City, so we saw a lot of people from the East in those videos, and they created beautiful things but maybe didn't connect with us because we didn't see familiar faces or even talk about things that were happening directly in our doors. And now we have the ability to do that. So even I think our content that we build digitally will be more linked to what's happening here. Have they changed the old cert checklist? Or have they changed? I want to work with Alyssa and Tyler. Actually, you were sending me an email about your cert jewelry. We actually, like, as far as jewelry, we do product specialist on the dog tag instead of fashion show now. So I'll get you your dog tag. But it's all about welcome, inspire, and personalize when it comes to the retail skills. So it's about merging your artistic skill with your connection skill and bringing that together. So how do you make your customer feel like they belong there? How do you inspire them with things like the power of 3 and showing them tips? And then how do you make the experience personalized to them, which is so what we talked about.
It's basically update. Yeah, it's basically having that co-creation moment is what we're certifying on.
What can we wear and not wear at counter cosmetics wise? If I walk in counter having what Alicia has on her eyes, will I be told to take it off? Here's the thing. Out of everything that's on my eyes, I have our mascara, I have our brow products, I have our Dazzle Shadow Liquid, I have our iridescent white. The only thing is this, I find that that's fun and playing, and that's playing in Art Deco. So if your manager, if it becomes a space where it's only product that we don't carry, that becomes an issue. But if it's an accent or an accessory, like what we're talking about in trend, I think it's perfectly fine. If there's any questions, you can always ask your manager and we can talk with them, because I don't want you guys to get in trouble for copying any or doing looks like this. So I'm totally fine with fighting that fight for you guys.
Hi, Guillermo!
And you shouldn't. Oh my God, Guillermo, that's so funny. And Nicole England called Geronimo Guillermo, and so now he's Guillermo.
Now he's Guillermo forever.
South Pacific and the hizzy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited to see like what all this like will look like for you guys. Iris kind of likened how we'll be in store to like being music artists. So like the whole idea of like you create an album in the studio, you put it out there, and then you tour that album. And so that's kind of like what Update is. Update is our album that we put out there, and then we go in store for the next few months and we tour on it, we follow up on it, we talk about like what was going on. So so yeah. Oh my God, guess what? I don't know what. I'm curious.
What? Tell us,
great.
Guillermo.
No, this is gonna be a challenge.
You're gonna tell us you changed your name to Guillermo.
It's his birthday!
Oh,
Happy birthday, Guillermo!
Happy birthday! Oh my God, how special are we that you want to spend your birthday talking to us in the morning?
Seriously, I'm so excited. What does that mean? You're a Leo?
Leo season.
Nice. Yeah, I have 2 completely different shaped eyes, so whatevs. Oh, but happy birthday! I would sing for you, but everyone would leave because my voice is really horrendous. Actually, Ten said that speaking of music, that I'm basically Meghan Trainor's biggest fan, because on one playlist that I have Carly Rae Jepsen's Cut to the Feeling, because it's magical and it's a gay anthem. And so now that means that I'm a Meghan Trainor fan. So I'm going to do Happy Birthday in the styling of Meghan Trainor.
Okay, go ahead.
No. Okay, so, and like I said, this is the beginning of this new era within education. So as we get more information or as we start to do things, we'll keep you guys looped in so that you understand what's going on. And we are not somebody that likes to keep secrets or to hide things, because as we all see, it, oh my God, lip sync. Could you imagine if we just lip synced something here? Oh,
That would be great.
I would lip sync for all of
I
my
feel
life.
like everyone would love that.
Oh, thanks. We did a fun makeup for you. That's really what it is. This is our birthday makeup
This
for
is
you.
for you. We knew it was Guillermo's birthday, so we wanted to just like pull out all the stops.
I'm gonna let you all know that if you do this, you're gonna feel it, because I feel like there's a lot on my eyeballs
I
right
do
now.
too.
But I really am.
Sticky.
It's
but
so
okay.
fun though. I kind of want to add something else, but I don't know if it's too much. But I have a too much gene, so let's just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
But yeah, so we'll totally like keep you involved in what continues to move forward. But we want to share things with you because we do not want lip sync the power of love. David, I am not you. I do not know all the words to that. Yeah. I can lip sync Wannabe for you guys or any Disney song.
Let me just share something with you. The Power of Love was my high school boyfriend's favorite song ever.
You heard it here first. That's just these nuggets
I was like, oh,
for you.
Okay, that's interesting.
So yeah, as things continue to come down the pike, we will share with you guys. But we just want to keep you in the loop, because I think that when you're not quite sure what's going on, that's when rumors start, or when people feel shaky in their confidence, and we don't want you to ever feel that way. And so we will try to be as open and honest with you whenever we can. As a manager, I love my artists coming in with looks inspired by Update or anything. I think customers love it too, have fun. I'm not sure about Macy's or Nordstrom. True, oh, it's all coming back to me now. I agree. Like I shared this in one update, because when I actually trained in Vegas for a bit, and those were all new artists to me in a new region. And I was talking about putting on rhinestones and things like that. And I said, I don't know what it's like in this market, but just say Alicia did it, or Alicia said it's okay, and then have Dawn yell at me. I'm fine with that. But I think that I've never in my whole career, when I'm wearing my makeup, had a customer come up to me and be like, oh, can I buy that rhinestone on your eye? Oh, Mac doesn't carry that? Never mind then. I'm not going to shop here ever again. Like, no one has ever done that. Like, even this, I don't know very many customers that would be like, hey, can you put that hollow thing on me? Although I will say, when we did one industry event for Halloween, and I brought this, and every customer like had it on. But I think that it's a very like small like thing. Yes, I'm trying to come back to Vegas, so no, like maybe I'll be back soon. So I think have fun, play, and express yourself artistically. When we are full, complete artists, that's when we perform the best, because we feel good. Just like I said in the beginning, we all like those positive ions, amoebas, whatever's happening in here. Do we have amoebas?
I think we do have amoebas, but I don't think they're positive.
They're negative.
I think
They're neutral?
I don't think amoebas are good.
Oh.
Can somebody tell us? Are
It's
amoebas
okay.
a good thing or a bad thing?
It's okay. We don't gotta focus on the amoeba. But keep yourself in a happy space. Like, I go back to even what we talked about last week with Sabrina, saying that like in times of change, she controls the controllables and controls like what's on her face to make her happy. Like, this makes me happy, so let's do it. Amoebas eat your brain.
Oh, okay.
So exactly, they're positive. They like a good, nourishing meal. I missed the beginning. Where did you get that decal stuff? Okay, so this stuff is from Michaels. It's just Cricut paper. So like those Cricut machines that like make all the things that like, you know, moms
Letters
likes
and
to,
stuff.
yeah, like when moms like to
Scrapbooking.
put all that stuff on the wall. It's this. Wait, aren't amoebas bacteria? Sorry, I told you I didn't go to ITT Tech. I don't know these things. I went to art school. We didn't talk about that in that course. So I got one that comes with 3 different ones. So they're slightly different. There was one that was a red kind of background, but it all has this like iridescent-y like rainbow skin on top.
I like
So
this
it's sticky on the back because it's vinyl. So I just cut out whatever shape, and then I just use a little duo to adhere it on there, and it's on for the day. It feels a little weird, but it's worth the impact, so it's fine. Okay. Do you want...
What's up, girls?
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Marriage...
Oh, we got Maria, we got Amber in the house.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, I was like, who is... Oh, I thought that was Mac's store. That's Maria.
I thought that was
I
Mac's
was very... I was
store,
like,
too.
is this... I have a store from, like, overseas that I've never heard of. It sounds like Amoeba Music. Yeah, Amoeba Music's a great place to experience positivity. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, so speaking of like training, all of that, us touring, all that good stuff, I wanted to speak just a bit now that Update's over about like what happened. Because like I think that we all go through Update, we have these amazing moments, and then we get back into store and things go like into like the day to
Almost
day,
like, yeah, back
and you
to
forget
normal.
about things.
Yeah.
And so I think that I wanted to just make sure, like with this last 15 minutes, we're all like on the same page moving forward into August. Like it's really about like the biggest thing that I took, I don't know if it was the overall objective, but my objective from Update was just about thinking about what we do even well, and a very small thing we can do to take it to the next level. So it's not about making giant changes. It's not about flipping a whole like switch from dark to light. It's about like maybe adjusting the light bulb so that it's brighter. So things that you can do within your greeting, within the way you connect with people, to be a little bit more strategic, to make things more effective for you. So I know one of the biggest questions that I had to ask myself, and that's really stuck with me since Update, is if I have 1 minute with a customer, what are the questions that I'm gonna ask to figure out who that person is to best accommodate them? If I have a short period, what can I do, and how am I gonna keep that in my brain? We've been keeping the energy up at our counter. We honestly just bringing joy to everyone we meet. That's amazing.
that, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think one
Even
thing-
like your so sorry.
No, it's okay.
You interrupt. That's active listening training is also something I'm working on. But that picture that you guys took for Love Me with all your
Oh,
heart
yeah, so
glasses,
cute.
like all of the things that you guys are posting, like you can see how fun that is, and we appreciate it. Like the makeups that you guys are doing, the makeups that are inspired by the trends Update, like it totally fuels us, and I'm so excited that you guys were inspired by things this season, and I want to keep that going for you. So it's about staying true to the course and thinking about what was my biggest takeaways and how do I continue to move that. If you haven't opened up page 10 of like what your self-dialogue was, go back there and reflect and be like, okay, I really said that I need help here. Like I really said I wanted to say, tell me, explain to me, describe to me more. Like maybe have your team help you, but this is that time to like take what we did and bring it into your store.
Yeah,
Sorry, you
and
go,
no,
girl.
I was gonna say, Molly, like you actually, your store is the perfect example of like a small team. But I think in general, our teams now aren't 20 plus people. They're not, you know, these huge stores with tons of people where you might not see somebody until the weekend or whatever. I mean, that kind of is the reality now. But my point is that you guys have really small teams, and you have the ability to come together and really talk about like what your vision is as a team. I know that we did this a few
feel like I
months
should
ago.
go get it. I'm gonna get it.
Okay, go get it. But you guys have the ability. She's tripping. You truly have the ability to make this whatever you want it to be, to make your team whoever, you know, whatever you guys want to be known for. You have the ability to come together and be like, you know what, I want Santa Ana to be known for greeting every single person, and every time they come here the music's up and we're having fun, and I want that to be the vision, and you guys have so much control over that. Don't forget it.
Yeah, we can take this down because we have to think of a new vision for our new South Pacific team. I think that our new vision should just be like, 1, 2, 3, Samarindo!
Those of you that didn't watch my story, we took a little road trip this weekend, and I enlightened these ladies into the world of banda. So
I'm going to Zacatecas Festivalia. Okay, so our
1, 2, 3.
Tamarindo!
Thank you.
I really have to like dripping.
Oh.
Okay, so when we when we were thinking about our team in Orange County and what we wanted to do, what we did is that we brainstormed just a bunch of words and things that were important to us and then put it together in a mantra. And so our mantra was, we are the world famous Orange County trainers. We strive for excellence in all we do and take pride in who we are as individuals and as a team. We are real, we are talented, and we are here to change the game. We are an effing force. That was what we wanted to live every day. So I say, like, make something like this for your team, like come up with it together, have your manager be there to really guide you guys, but like, what is your project turnaround? What is it gonna be? What is your reset? What does that look like, and what is it going to mean for you individually?
And I mean, and it doesn't have to be this huge goal. Like, it could be something so small. It could be your greeting, you know. It could be that you guys are just tweaking the way that you guys are welcoming and making people feel comfortable in your space. It doesn't have to be this huge idea or this mind-blowing, you know, equation to really change the game. I think focusing on the little things, moving the mark that way, and then moving on to the next thing. Finding your momentum in the small wins.
Yeah. Un, dos, tres, tamarindo.
Un, dos, tres, tamarindo.
If you're ever lost, those are your words of wisdom. Isn't that just like a fruit or a candy?
Yeah, it's tamarind.
So, why? Okay.
I mean, I don't... The song...
I feel like that's a lot of Spanish songs.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just a bunch of words put together and...
you know, I like that.
Yeah. You
Why?
don't like that, or you do?
I like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
who cares about
Yeah,
sense?
who cares?
Who cares about things actually making any sense?
Yeah.
Just say it. Have fun. Just open
Okay.
your mouth and let noises come out. Just be happy and bring joy. Totally. Yes, we will definitely. We'll post these looks for sure on the stories. But yeah. Also, like, so before we leave, we have 9 minutes still with this merging kind of two giant markets. I mean, really, like, I've always thought, like, and I'm sorry if you aren't a part of the Tradish Pac West, like, no tea, no shade.
Okay.
I've always looked at the makeups that everyone submits to the Pac W and just saw, like, that is real makeup artistry. Like, the amount of talent that exists out here in Southern California is mind-blowing. And then on top of that,
Sorry, go ahead.
she just dumped out all the stars, every last one. Wow. It's beautiful.
We'll figure it out.
And we are a massive market, and I think that we've joined together these two powerhouses to create a team that is like crazy. But with that, there was two different social medias that we worked off of. We had the Pac W, and then we had a bunch of different ones for the LA market. And so I think we're gonna start to see, like, what does that look like? I think that this is probably gonna be our hub. The Pac W, we might change the name, but it's gonna be our hub for like inspiration and connection. But maybe like one of the LA, like maybe if it's like, I think there was like LA5 formation and the South Beast, was that them or what was
Best
it?
of the Southwest.
Best of the Southwest, that's what it was. Maybe those will be more like a product knowledge page where we post different things each week for product knowledge or have videos. Like, maybe there will be personalities within social media. So honestly, we are so open to your feedback. We want to know what you guys want, because we're all working with this now and figuring out what it's going to look like.
And you said, I'm excited for the merge. I'm not even sure why, but I am. But I am.
I know, it's so good. Everyone else is Brexiting and we're merging together, folks. We're coming together. We're coming together as a super region, really. Like, I feel like this is like when all the Avengers got together.
Well, I feel like no other region really knows what, at least here in the Pac West, I guess we could call it that, we're living and what we experience on a day-to-day like the Southwest does. You know, they're living the same life that you guys are. They're living in a world where our consumer, our customer that lives here in Southern California is wearing makeup like they never have before, and like they don't wear makeup like that anywhere else in the world. So I think it's a perfect merge. I think they know what you guys are experiencing. They have the same type of customer, so I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be good.
Totes
I
my
get
goats.
to meet all the cool people in LA.
I know, it provides the ability for us all to have a little bit more visibility, which is awesome. So we're so excited. There's power and volume. We're about to take over. Totally. And I think that it's the beginning. This is the beginning of our reset across the board. So even like we said with your mantra, it's one for us too. And like, it's really, and it's a scary place, but such an exciting space to be at the beginning of something and to get to write that book and to come up with what it's gonna be. Like, we are the people that they're gonna look back at and be like, dude, do you remember that, like, when the South Pacific was there? Do you remember when there was a merge? Do you remember when those two powerhouses came together? Like, it's that time, and it's so exciting to figure out what that's gonna be. And I'm so happy that you guys are excited too, because we truly are. Like, we are not somebody that just like blows smoke or like spews out butterflies and rainbows. If something sucks, but this does not. And there's been some change and some things that have been affected our hearts along the way. And I think that some people that were affected in a different way, but everyone is landing on their feet and is gonna create such a bright future for themselves. And we're so excited for it all.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I mean, how do you to add to that?
I still have to put one more thing on my eyeball, so.
Okay. Well,
And we got 5 minutes.
do we?
Yeah.
Yes. I love Angie's
I know.
like enthusiasm in all of this.
She's great. What? Oh, I literally just looked directly at my duo and I was like, where's my duo?
It was right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I spilled every single star into this table.
Literally
so
everyone.
We'll deal with it eventually.
It's fine. It's fine. Interesting. What?
You think our makeup's interesting? Is that what it is?
Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah.
Close.
No, it looks wonderful.
Dos, tres, tamarindo. All right.
I mean.
Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna stay.
Okay. And those little things are absolutely magical. Dawn, I would
I know,
really
John
love me
Hall's the
some of them.
freaking best. I think, does that mean that we could do collabs with Hawaii? Oh, I love that immediately we're like, what does this mean for us in Hawaii? Yeah, I think that, I haven't even seen the pics on Trend Mood of Holiday. I haven't gotten that far today. My feed has really just become all the Great Danes because
Oh yeah. So you guys congratulate Alicia. She's gonna be
I'm
a mom
expecting.
soon.
It was unexpected. I'm having a shotgun wedding because I'm having a child and I can't wait.
You may want to like clarify that though, because they're really gonna think you're having a child.
I am.
Okay, that's fine. That's what it is.
Mac Greater Southwest. Oh, cool. Greater Southwest. Maybe that's the operations side of things. That the region name.
Oh, maybe. We don't know yet.
Happy Monday. Dawn Hall is truly the best. All this change has given my team a chance to inspire each other, going back to peace plans and pushing our intention every day to really push our artistry and inspire each other.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and I'm seeing it. I mean, that you guys in the Vegas market are just killing it with your looks, and they're very really thought-provoking. I think that what's cool is sometimes we look at makeup and we're like, ooh, do I like that? What is that? Like, it forces your perception of what you see as makeup as a whole to expand, and you guys are doing amazing things out there, and I love watching it. But yeah, I think like if we can wrap this up into anything, it's that we all got positive amoebas in our bodies, so you got to keep them positive and not focus on the negative because it can, do bad things.
And we're going to like a really exciting time in makeup now. We're still in summer, but we're getting ready for that fall moment. We're getting ready for holiday and Halloween and all of those cool things. So using all of these great things that are happening to be able to influence that as well.
Truth. So change is good, change is great. If you have more questions, let us know. And then really like hit the ground running with what we talked about at Update. Think about what you really, like, what was an eye-opening moment for you? Where do you want to give more? Where do you want to be the best version of yourself, and how do we help you do that? Because we want to help you. And And that's kind of where I think this is.
Thanks for another great Monday.
Seriously, I need this every Monday. We'll, like we said, we'll post looks in some form or another, so you can see the details of this. But thank you guys so much for getting us ready on a Monday, and we'll talk to you all so soon. DM us and slide right in. Yes, Maddie and Jules. Yes, Nicole. All right, you guys. We will talk to you later. We love